There. Numerology for 2020 and yeah, better. Hi Gita. Now send me the request and I will add you. Let's pin this chat. Comment, view. Waiting for Gita. Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to, because I've been talking gibberish on the earlier one for the past, it'll get stored as the IGTV video. So,
No worries.
you're looking lovely,
Hi, Aanchal. You too.
chilling at home, all dressed up.
Chilling at home. This is a good opportunity actually to put that red lipstick on.
Right? Even I feel so. I kind of look forward to some reason to put on some makeup while sitting at home.
Something, yeah.
I think all my leather clothes and my leather bags and all have all like started fraying. I'm not putting my wardrobe anymore. I'm just like, I don't know when we'll ever use any of this ever again. Yeah. Just don't know.
Actually, this conversation that we're having is very in tune with today's subject. So
Well,
today's subject is all about this year and next year, right? So,
I really feel
uh,
like I generally don't even remember what clothes, bags, shoes I have in my wardrobe. And I'm very lazy to clean wardrobe, so I don't do it that frequently. So I have no idea what is there anymore. And I'm like, oh, I have this as well. Maybe I should try it to put it on or something. Chalo, anyway, I'm going to start your
right.
intro. Wait for a couple of minutes. It's still 3:58.
Achal, you can hear me clearly, right? So we
I
are on track.
Yeah.
Perfect. Are you wearing AirPods by any chance?
No, I'm not, but I think today the sound
Okay.
is clear.
Today's
Fine.
fine. Okay, fine. Perfect. Perfect.
You can hear me, I'm good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so should
So
I
we have a
start
lot of people.
or should we just wait for a couple of minutes? Do you want to
We
wait?
can wait for a minute. Yeah, we can wait for a minute or two. Yeah, it's nice. So
So
just
I was
so
just checking with our viewers whether it's their first chat, whether they've been on our
huh.
session, and I think a couple of people said they've attended the numerology on the earlier one.
Nice. Nice.
Glad that
Okay,
they're back.
just one request for me for who all have joined. If you have a pen and paper handy, that would be great because we have a very easy calculation for you to do today.
Yeah, I'm also
Yeah.
going to
Huh?
pen and
Huh.
paper here. I'm all excited to do this calculation. Okay, so
Sure.
let's at least begin with your introduction in the meantime, Geeta.
Sure.
Although I said on Decoding with Life with Aanchal, you no longer need an introduction anymore. You're part of the page and a part of the family now. But Gita Hariani is a professional numerologist, tarot card reader, and a Bach flower remedy practitioner. She's also a very dear friend of mine. She's done a whole bunch of sessions with us already. It's been very, very well received, and people have really enjoyed it. And I'm very happy to have her because it's always very, very informative. There's a lot we get to learn and take home from her sessions. Last week we did a session on basically our names and what our how do we add our names and what they mean and what they add in our lives. And Geeta very beautifully broke it up from literally what your strengths, your weaknesses, what you need to do as a career, and what you should be careful about. All of that numbers. So really, really beautiful, Geeta.
Thank you.
Our IGTV page, it's still on the page. And today we are talking about numerology and its effects on 2020 and 2021. Is that right, Geeta?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So let's begin with firstly. So we all understand this concept of astrology and our charts. I think most of us as Indians, and that how we have each year probably birthday affecting us in different ways. But that's as far as the stars are concerned. Firstly, how does numerology play a part on our chart? So I know you call it the numeroscope, which is very
Yes.
interesting, taking after the horoscope. So can you
Yeah.
explain to us all that how does numerology play a part besides our names and our numbers that we are affected by on a year-to-year basis?
Sure. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm really happy to be here as always, and thank you for joining in. So, today Achal and I were discussing, and we wanted to have a topic that really is in the now, so what is it for you this year, right?
Yeah.
I've been someone who's been guilty of every December. I wait for the horoscope for the next year to come about. And just like you have your horoscope, you have something called a numeroscope in numerology. Okay. Now, there are two facets to our current year. Okay. One is called the universal year, which is 2020 this year. So whether it's 2019, 2020, 2021 next year, these are our universal years. Okay. So
By
this is called our universal year.
the calendar year.
The calendar year is our yeah, I'm talking about the calendar year.
Oh,
Okay. So this is our, you can hear me, right? Clearly.
I can hear you. Can you hear me as well?
Okay. You actually keep going on and off. So if I ask you to repeat something, just, I don't know, I just keep losing your sound. But okay. So guys, let's start with first the universal year. 2020 is our universal year. For all those who are joining in, for the second or third time on my sessions, we add up the numbers and reduce them to a single digit.
Right.
So 2020 adds up to 4, so it adds up to 40, which is 4. This universal year applies to everybody across the universe, correct?
Okay.
Whether we are in America, China, India, it is universal 4 for us.
Okay.
Now, first, let's start with what does the universal year mean this year? A year 4 actually stands for order,
Okay.
responsibility, following a certain system in life. It allows us to go to our basics and lay foundations. Okay. So really, this year is all about laying foundations. It's a year about figuring out what I need the most in my life, what is important to me, what is fundamental to my existence and to my growth. Yeah.
Okay.
It's also working within your limitations and working within a framework of rules, regulations, a traditional approach to things. Yeah. This is a great year for you to save on things and resources and not to be frivolous.
Okay.
Okay. Now, very quickly, if you just go back to how this year has panned out, this year, specifically in the last 4 or 5 months, what have we done? We have been constrained.
Yes.
We are living within whatever limitations are set for us, whether they're set by our country and its borders, whether it's set by our local governments, whether it's set by what resources we have in life. So, according to whoever is earning what,
Yeah.
you are living your life, right? Whatever is available in the market. So there was a time when if fruits and vegetables were difficult to get, you would have to work within that. So everybody, and I've heard this from everybody, have actually opened up their pantry cupboard and said, what do we have in the house and what can we cook from this? And really, it is all about home, family, going back to your basics. People who had left homes have gone back home. They're actually living back with their parents. Yeah.
True, yeah.
Our concern is what in this year. Our concern has been the welfare and safety of our absolute near and dear ones, our
Yes.
loved ones. Our
Yes.
concern has been about working within the confines of the resources that we have.
Yeah.
Our concern has been health,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
really, if you see, we've just come back to our fundamentals.
Correct.
That is a very typical year 4 for you. Okay. Next year, now
Yeah.
see how different the theme is. Next year, 2021 adds up to 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Year 5 will be a year of change. It'll be a dynamic year. So
Okay.
this year is a bit more earthly, you're more grounded. Next year is going to be, more free flowing. There's going to be more change coming about. So the way I see it, honestly, this year has kind of laid the foundation for the coming decade to come. Okay. And I'm sure there are many references to this in astrology also, because all these sciences work on the same platform. Next year is a year of change. So whatever has happened in this year, those changes will come into effect next year.
Okay.
So you know what? It's not like if you tell me, Geeta, will 2021 be like 2019? My answer to you will be no, Aanchal. You have changed in 2021. Earth has changed in 2020. Earth has changed in 2020, and those changes will be implemented at a personal level and at a universal level in 2021. Yes,
Okay.
there will be more movement. Year fives are movement, change, more free flowing things,
Yeah.
but the change will be there. Yeah. You won't be the same person and things won't be the same as they were.
Hope
So
not.
this is how, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hope for the better. 2022 will be a year six. And
Yeah.
I think that is a time when things will
Really change.
really move to a very, very positive side. Yeah,
Wonderful.
I think, if we are reading right, the vaccine will come out and, all of that will be happening next year. But whether it is your commercial life or your personal life, it's not going to change 360 degrees to what it was in 2018, 19, like that.
Right.
Yeah, so welcome the new with next year, welcome the new life.
Right.
Now, this, what we are feeling, is on a universal level. It is for everybody. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now, as you rightly mentioned, Achal, what is it that we are feeling this year?
Yeah.
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 That is denoted by a personal numeroscope. We call it a personal year.
Okay.
Okay. So, obviously, very clearly, Achal, you are feeling something in this lockdown. I'm living a life in this lockdown. While the broader theme is the same, but we all have our own individual challenges, our own individual blessings, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
what is that for us?
Yeah. So
Now, very,
people is basically because when I've been talking to my friends or whatever, it's been very interesting to see how this lockdown has panned out so differently for so many people. Some people have actually flourished, some people have been depressed, some people have had breakups, some people have gotten together, some people have started businesses, some people have shut
correct.
businesses. So a lot has transpired in the last 4 5 months. So is this really particular to our charts and our date of birth and our which year we were born in, or is it just generic for everyone?
No, it's particular. And of course, your entire core chart plays a big role.
Right.
But what is a theme for this year is something
Right.
that I'm going to discuss with you guys. And it's really interesting. So pay attention.
Okay.
If you guys have a pen and paper, yeah,
Let's.
I'd like you to write. So, right now, guys, I'm teaching you how to calculate your personal year this year. So,
Okay.
what is a number that is
Yeah.
your personal year number, and what does it mean for you? Okay, so everybody, please write down your birthday
Yeah.
plus your birth month plus
Yeah.
the universal year. So I'm
Which is
going to give you examples.
yeah.
Yeah. So now I'll take my birthday. My birthday is 15th October. Okay.
Yeah.
So birthday, in my case, I'm writing 15.
Yeah.
My birth month is 10 and the universal year is 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I have told you in my previous sessions, in numerology, all double digits are to be added and brought to a single digit. So 15 becomes 1 plus 5, 6, plus 1 is October, plus 4. So for me, the personal year reads as 11.
Right.
Achal, why don't you give me your birthday and then we'll take your.
I've got a 4 and a 4, yeah. So it's 8th October,
You've got
right?
a 4.
So I've got a
So it's
4
8,
or
8 and 1, 9. So let's take Achal's example, 8th October. So 8 plus 1 plus 4. So 8 plus 1 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which adds up to 4. So Achal is in a personal year 4. I'm in a personal year 11. I'll give you one more example. Let's take 30th July. So if somebody's birthday is on 30th July, it will be 3. 30 becomes 3.
yeah.
All double digits, guys, add and bring to a single digit.
Yeah.
3 plus 7 plus
10.
4. So that will be 10 plus 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5. So this person's personal year is 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, guys, all your personal years will be between 1 and 9 because our scale in numerology is between 1 and 9.
Yeah.
Somebody will have a personal year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Some personal years might be 11 or 22, which actually are heightened energies of 2 and 4 personal years only. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't have any other personal year besides this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll do one last example. So, just to help you guys.
Audience, you want to just ask someone, guys,
Yeah. Anybody wants to give me?
if anyone has already done the calculation, and if for anyone who's joined late, I'm going to break this down for you. Your birthday, what date of the month it is, the month, and 2020, which basically adds to 4. So for me, example, 8th October, and it's 2020. So that's 8 plus October 10 is reduced down to 1, and 2020 is reduced down to 4. Add all this, works up to a 4. So if any of you guys want to put this down, 27 September.
Okay.
9.
Lovely. Okay. So, 9 plus 9 plus 4. So 9 and 9 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that's Dimple, I think.
Yeah.
Dimple, your year is 22. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I will explain that to you. Okay. One more example I can quickly take just to help you guys. If anybody wants to write their birthday and birth year, 9th June, somebody wrote. Okay. 9th June will be 9 plus
9.
6 plus 4. So
So
that
9.
will be 19, right? No, 6 plus 4 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That is 1. Okay.
Right.
3rd April, 3 plus 4 plus 4, 4 and 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Richa, your year is 11. Okay. So now we are going ahead. Just pay attention. I'm going to cover everyone's personal year. I'll
Yeah.
repeat the calculation again at the end of the session. So don't worry. Yeah. Now, our personal years range between 1 to 9,
Yes.
can also be 11 or 22.
Okay.
Okay. Um, just remember, for everybody, our life moves in 9-year cycles.
Okay.
So we will all complete 1 to 9 years. Then the next year, when we start, after the ninth year, won't be a 10th year, it'll be called year 1. We end one cycle, we start a new cycle. So your year 9 and your year 1 are very, very important times in your life. When I explain to you, I will actually want you to go back and think about what happened at that period in your life. Okay.
I'm going to
Now, it's
sorry. So if you're saying every 9 years, that means at the age of 9, 18, 27, 30. Is this what we mean?
no, no, no. It doesn't always move in that the thing. Like for example, if this year for you, Aanchal, is year 4,
Yeah.
next year will be 5, then 6, then
Ah,
7, then 8, then 9. Okay,
okay.
personal year.
Understood.
After you complete year 9, the year after that will be like, for example, for somebody in the audience, if 2020 is year 9,
Yeah.
next year 2021, when they do their personal year calculation, it will be they will be ending a cycle, starting a new cycle next year with year 1. Got it?
Okay.
Is that simple, guys? You can put a thumbs up so I'll understand that you've got it. So our calculation is birthday plus birth month plus universal year, which in 2020 is year 4. Add
Okay.
all this up, you will get a number. That number is your personal year number. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what does year 1 mean? Year 1 is a very, very important year of our lives. Year 1 is the beginning of a new 9-year cycle. And it begins with year 1. So
Okay.
year 1 stands for, you know, sowing the seeds of a new idea. So whenever you have a new idea, whenever you feel that, okay, the time has come for new beginnings. So very clearly, year 1 is new beginning.
Okay.
Anything new that you want to bring into your life, whether it's a new relationship, whether it is a new work idea, whether it is a new health regime, whatever you want to bring in your life, this is a great time to bring into your life. Okay. Automatically you will be getting that feeling. The previous year, year 9, you will actually be feeling, okay, this is not working for me, or and I need to bring something new, I need a change. And year 1, your body cycle, your thought process moves automatically with your numbers. So
Right.
your heart will be telling you, right? So year 1 is new beginnings, it's action, it's initiative, is new goals. Okay. So sow that idea, sow that seed. Then we move to year 2. Year
Okay.
2 is all about cooperation, partnerships, working together. So people who are in year 2, even people who are in year 11, please listen to year 2 carefully, because year 11 is year 2 but with heightened energies.
Okay.
Okay? So year 2 is a year, has a number, denotes 1 plus 1 of working with people. So anybody who's working in partnerships, your theme for this year is relationships. So people who are year 2, year 11, your relationships, the way you relate to people
Is
is
it
what will make or break this year for you. So if you relate to people with tact, with diplomacy, with compassion, with understanding, with attention to detail, with patience, your year will be fantastic. It's a great year to work along with people, great year to work in groups. It's a great year to get married. Yeah, for people who are in that bracket, in that marriageable age, year 2 is a great year.
Seema?
So work with
All who need that? Just
for
tell
you,
me.
every year is good.
Seema Aunty is the one. She is the one who's going to see for everyone on this planet this year, man. Sorry,
Okay, and year,
I quite that.
okay, so year two also, see, two is a number that works with the moon energy, okay? So people who are in year two, we are a little sensitive this year. You know,
Okay,
there are times that we are a little, our nerves could be a little frail this year, little touchy to people's comments. And so particularly take a little care about that, yeah? If you're feeling a little out of sorts, especially during full moon and new moon, just log out for a bit. Just sit in your corner, Netflix, listen to music. Music will really be a balm to your soul this year. So year two, again, little sensitive, heightened energies. Yeah. A good time to go into a little bit of meditation and spiritual practices
right.
also.
Yeah.
But a great time to work along with people.
Okay.
Okay. Then we come to personal year three. Personal
Okay.
year three is all about creativity and expressions and being with people. Now, the threes out there will tell me, Geeta, how do you want me to meet my friends when we are just locked down?
Right.
The number three people who are in personal year three will find a way. They'll be zooming all along. They'll be having their
Super.
chats. They'll be in touch with people. Another great way would be to use social media. See,
Okay.
it's given me an option. Like this is a platform, right? I'm talking to so many of you, right?
Yeah.
Reaching out to so many of you. So through writing, through other creative means of communication,
Yeah.
you can really reach out to people. Use creativity this year. So even learning more creative things, you will really, it will refresh you and it'll make you feel good. You know that my output is very creative. You'll feel like that. But it's a easier year. It's a kinder year that way. It's a good year, and you will be in touch with your social contacts. You will be in touch with your friends and family. Then we move to year four. Okay, for you, it's year four, Achal. Year four again, a little bit of laying foundations, a little that I know of your life. You are thinking of important decisions. What do I do at my workplace? Am I to bring any changes? You've gone back home, so you are spending more time with home and
Fab.
hearth and family. Yeah, it's just going down to your foundations. In your case, you're moving in tandem with the universal year. So,
Right.
for all of you who are moving with the universal year, remember one thing. You may just feel the energies a little bit more because the universe is also moving. So, you're in sync with the universe. It's not like universe is right and you're going the other side. You're in sync, but you may just feel a little more of that energy. Okay.
Okay.
Then we come to year five. Personal year five. People who are in personal year five, personally, if anybody is here on this chat, put a thumbs up because five is all about broadening your horizons, being the wanderer, travel bug, but you're stuck, you're locked down. My advice to people who are in personal year five is this is a year of change. So don't resist it. If you resist it, it'll persist. So if you are finding this lockdown tough, don't resist it. See where you can kind of go along with the flow. This is what it is. There's nobody can do anything till we get the vaccine and whatever else. So go with that flow. The other thing is if you can't travel, actually travel, what you can do is travel mentally.
Right.
So broaden your horizons, learn new skills, cook new dishes. If there's a country that you want to go to, actually find out what cuisine is there, learn and make that. You'll
Right.
feel quite enthusiastic because you're like, oh my God, I haven't traveled, but I've learned so many new skills.
Right.
Also, technology works very well in a year five. So
Okay.
use technology. Whether if you have businesses running, use the internet and use Instagram and use other modules to reach out to people as much as you can. So
Okay.
go more online rather than offline and really broaden your horizons. It is also a year of change. There may be some changes coming through. So accept it, work along with the changes. Yeah. Then personal year six. Personal year six is pretty much what we're all doing. It's about being with home and family and, really being at home and being with family, being with pets, enjoying. Personal year six actually is a year of protection. It's a great year to get married. So again, anybody who is of the marriageable age and, you may find that suddenly you may just get the right person and you may decide lockdown or no lockdown. We're going to use this year to get married, have babies. This is a great year to have babies for those who are up for it. You have enough of time and partners can't go anywhere. So make the most of it. Also, sometimes, see, a personal year six is about home. it also comes with family responsibilities.
Right.
So sometimes it's also the responsibility of taking care of the family. So which means that you may have less staff, so you're doing more work at home. Normally in a normal life, we all are, at least in India, we have sufficient help at home, so we can go out and pursue other things.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, we are short staffed, so we are doing a lot more things at home. That's a very typical year six, spending time with children, being there for your children, for your dependents, for your pets, being around family. That's a very, very six year. Even being compassionate and feeling for, the universe as a whole. So there are a lot of people who've done a lot of drives to, raise money and help, and people are doing lots of things. Personal year sixes are very good for that. Personal year seven. Okay, this is a year of quiet contemplation, going within. In fact, it works very well with the theme this year. So nobody will disturb you this year. You will be even more. You will actually be enjoying this whole lockdown. I have had friends who've told me, Geeta, I've kind of enjoyed it. It's been a good break. I've just been by myself. I actually am not even talking to my regular friends. Maybe the very, very close ones, I talk once in a while, but otherwise I'm in my own zone. I'm reading. I've started meditating. I've started yoga, right? A lot of us talk like that. So that's a very personal year seven. What happens is personal year eight is a little bit out and out. So the year before that, the universe gives you a chance to recharge your batteries and to
Yeah.
decide what you want to do the next year.
Yeah.
Then comes personal year eight. Personal year eight is all about commerce,
Yeah.
all about money, all about business. So let's take, guys who are in personal year eight this year. Their worries will be a little different. They will be, okay, I'm locked down.
Yeah.
Maybe my business turnover will be hit by 30%.
Yeah.
Okay, so I accordingly have to bring down my expenses by 30%. So they are working, their mind is working, they're productive. They're
Yeah.
finding whatever means possible to, to do work on their businesses. Okay, so how do I grow my business during lockdown? What do I need to cut down? What do I need to, kind of elevate? What special skills do I need? So people who are in personal year eight, they'll be busy with all of this. They'll be busy with, okay, do I invest my money in the stock market? Do I just keep it?
Right.
Property prices may come down. Is this a good year to buy property? So all of you in personal year eight, your entire thinking is all about commerce and how best to make money, or, to increase the value of your money this year.
Right.
And then we come to personal year nine. Guys, all of us go through these years, okay? So this applies to all of us at some point in our lives. Personal year nine is the end of the spectrum. It's the end of the entire cycle. Now, whenever we are in a personal year nine, there will be times when, from the end of personal year eight, when we enter personal year nine, we start feeling maybe this is not working for me. Okay,
Right.
maybe this relationship doesn't work for me, or maybe these friends who are my life, but somehow I can't seem to resonate with them, or maybe there's somebody in their lives who's been getting on their wrong side, but and you've been keeping quiet for so long, and then you feel that what, no, maybe I should just move away quietly. Maybe
Yeah.
that's for the best. Either that will happen, or the person will move away, or circumstances will be in such a way that that job that you now felt that I'm not vibing with, either you'll get another opportunity in that company, or you will decide I'm going to quit and find something else. So personal year nines is a climax year. It's actually the theme of the last 9 years kind of get completed in this personal year nine. Whatever is meant to continue with you in the coming 9 years will stay. Whatever is not meant to continue with you in the coming 9 years will just move away from your life. And I guarantee you this. So I really want you guys, I'm going to repeat the personal year calculation. I know somebody's asked, so I'm going to repeat that calculation for you in a little while. But just remember, in your personal year nine, you are going to feel a lot of feelings, okay? Sometimes there might just be like a climax thing that, oh my God, what happened here? Or it might be something that you've been feeling and contemplating for a while, and then you take action. Because universally, you're going to move in that year one, and only what's good for you, what's meant for you will continue.
Right.
You also might find new people coming into your life suddenly, okay? They'll quietly creep into your life. They may not play a big role that year, but eventually in the coming 9 years, they are going to play a big role in your lives. Yeah. So guys, just to give you a little synopsis, our personal years tell us how the present year is going to be for you. What is the theme for you? Our birthday plus our birth month plus our year. Okay, the universal year. So this year is 2020, which is 4. Kamla, Aithal, hi, your birthday is 7th May. So for you, the personal year will be 7 plus 5 plus told you what personal years one did. Okay, was there an issue? Okay, so guys, I have told you what
No.
personal years 1 to 9 mean. Now let's just concentrate for 11 and 22.
Yeah.
If you are in a personal year 11, it's very like the year 2. So it's a year where your intuitive energies are extremely heightened. So and like I'm in year 11, okay, and I'm going to give you a personal experience. So as soon as my year 11 started, now all of you know I am a numerologist. I am into, meditation and Bach flowers and all. But particularly this year, from January, first I went for an international, meditative meditation course. It was a very, very advanced course, which just came into my lap this year. It didn't come last year or the year before that. So I started my year 11 with that. This year, I found myself delving more deeper into these subjects. Now, whether it's Corona and I have time, or maybe these are platforms that have opened up for me to reach out to a lot of people. But a year 11, your intuitive abilities are very heightened.
Yeah.
Use it. But
Yeah.
underlying theme is like a year 2. So work along with people, partnerships, people. That's what I'm doing. I'm working along with people, right? Everything is a partnership. Me and Aanchal today is a partnership for bringing this to you, right? So that is a year 11. And a year 22 is very like a year 4, but on a much larger scale. So in a year 22, you're capable of doing a lot. Okay. So if you physically are locked down this year, you can at least keep your plans ready for the future, that as soon as, you can start promoting your products, you can start, keeping everything in place, organize everything so that the minute you can go on a larger scale,
You're
boom,
ready.
you'll be out there. Yeah.
Right.
So, this is how, really this year, how it is for you depends on your personal year number. Our universal year is a larger, broader theme that is going on. No year have we realized the importance of our universal year as much as this year, right?
Oh, that's
And you guys will see it even for next year. Year 5 will be a year of changes.
so. Tell me, does this mean that all this explanation that you gave us about each number right now? So, say for example, I'm in a year 4.
Yeah.
Next year, I become year 5. Does the meaning of this just shift for me to 5 instead of 4 from all the explanation that you gave? Or does
Yes.
being a base year and then me being, a
No.
4 change? So,
No, no. So see, the way we do it is now I'm giving an example. So all of you figure out which year you are in this year. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Next year, you'll just be the next number. So suppose Aanchal is in year 4 this year in 2020. For Aanchal, it will be personal year 5 next year.
Right.
Next year, Aanchal, of course, keeping in mind your entire chart. What are your cycles? What are your pinnacles? What is your name number? What is your destiny number? Keeping all of that broader chart,
Yeah.
your core chart in mind, a year 5 will be a year of change and movement for you.
Right.
Okay, so that the underlying theme of the years don't change.
Right.
But of course, you have to bring it and tweak it to how it will be in your life.
Right.
For example, if I am in year 11 this year, next year is year 3 for me.
Right.
Okay.
12.
Right.
Yeah.
So year 3 for me, I think what I will do, I was also thinking, so what does year 3 mean for somebody like me? This year, I got an opportunity to be on social media platforms, to reach out to farms. So I was doing a lot of readings on a one-on-one basis. People used to come home, right? Then we realized, oh my God, we can do online. So now I'm talking to people across the world, right? For
Yeah.
me, year 3 is creatively using this and expressing it and reaching out to a far larger audience. So let's see for me if year 3 turns out to be a year where I can then reach out to far more people in a more
Also,
productive way than I've been. Yeah, for all you know, I mean, I hope so.
yeah.
For all of you, if anybody has, you want to throw in what year it is for you this year or what it is next year, I can help you with it. But whatever is your year this year, and if you're in year 9 this year, remember you're ending a cycle. Okay,
Yeah.
sometimes year nines do bring, I don't like to use the word ending, but they do bring, they do bring conclusions.
Yeah.
Okay, they're conclusive years, and
Yeah.
year ones start new beginnings.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So,
sometimes some relationships need that conclusive kind of ending to them, and that happens very often in a year nine.
so what happens in year nine if you've actually started something new? Apart from giving away the old, but what if you've started a new work, a new relationship, a new job, something? What if you've started something new? What happens to that then in your next year one?
So the thing is that according to the different other numbers in your chart, right? If you're in a year nine, you might have ended something to start something new, right? Or you've ended doing nothing and started doing something, right? So there will be something that you've kind of moved away from. If you started something, it's fine because all years overlap a little bit. See, no year is, nothing is like, oh my God, Jan to December, I'm like this, and suddenly Jan next year, I'm like a new person. It's
Yeah.
always an interlinked theme, right? So if you start something in year nine and it's meant to continue with you for the next 9 years, it will blossom and grow in year one.
Okay.
Like again, I can give you a personal example. So guys, I'm only using personal examples because these are
Easier for
examples that I can share with you guys. So I'm a banker by profession, and I had taken a break from my banking life for about 3-4 years. Okay, when I came, and this has been my passion, my go-to for many, many, many years. So I used to do it for friends and family, but not professionally because as a profession, I was a banker. When when after 2-3 years of being at home, when I came to my year nine, the
nine.
the quest for doing something was so strong in me that I almost felt that I'd lost my identity. I used to keep telling myself every night, Geeta, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then
Right.
I'd keep thinking, what can I do? You know what? Like I don't want to go back to full-time work. I'm
Yeah.
happy being at home with my kids, but I want to do something. So that it just kept pushing me from that place that I was so happily chilling. The inner thing kept pushing me, and somewhere towards the end of year nine, beginning of year one, I said, okay, let me start. And of course, a friend pushed me, and then the whole journey just started. But the time was right. This didn't happen to me in year seven or year eight. It happened to me end of year
On
nine, beginning of year one. So it's like that. So it's just a journey. If you start something towards the end of year nine, you will just grow it well from year one onwards. So that's it.
and
And see, it's not that not that every nine, oh my God, I'm in year nine, I'm seeing this boy, this is going to come to an end. It's not like that.
right.
Okay, so it's not like that. Only when your time comes, if that person is meant to continue in your journey, the person will continue. So don't worry about that. Otherwise, all marriages would have a year nine and a year one, but it's not like that.
I
Oh
much
Lord.
have a year one and a year nine. Probably not. They don't even make it to the nine. Let's just say it's nine and tops.
Oh
Going better.
Lord.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask you was like now, see, because we've been doing this frequently enough, and even I've had a lot of understanding about numerology. But then there's your birth number, which is your 8. Then there is your total year number, which I'm not sure what it comes up to for
Your
me.
destiny number, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, number. Then there is your name that adds up to something. Then there is your universal number. Then there is your numeroscope. What number is really pertinent to you and important, and what do you really pay attention on? uh, which number defines which aspect of your life? Is there something like that, or do you just kind of study?
Yes. And thankfully, there are so many numbers, so I have a job. Otherwise, everybody would be doing their own charts.
You have not only so many numbers, you have a permutation combination of so many numbers. So for me, you
Yes.
have like
So, guys,
4 plus a 4 plus like a 22, which is also a 4. Actually, it's too
I'll
much. It
tell you.
bonds in my.
I'll just break it down very quickly for you.
Okay.
Um, there are certain things which is called our core chart. So,
Okay.
our birth date, our
Yeah.
entire date of birth, and our birth name. From these two components, we come up with our core chart.
Okay.
That core chart stays with us for the rest of our life. From the time we are from our first breath to our last breath, we are defined by our core chart.
Okay.
So our entire, as we did earlier, our entire date of birth, the number that comes to, that is called our destiny number,
Yeah.
that tells us where my life is going. What is my life this year? So So if I
Yeah.
want to know what is the general theme of my life this year, I look at my destiny number.
Hmm.
How am I as a person? So, what is Gita's personality? Whatever is my personality, my strengths, my inherent strengths, inherent weaknesses, the way I talk to people, the way I look at people, the way I judge people, the way what is in my innermost desire. So, what makes me comes from our name. Okay,
Okay.
our birth date, just our birth date. Our
Yeah.
birth date is a gift to us. Whatever is that birth date number, in my case, it's six. Okay, whatever are the attributes of six, they come to me very naturally. Okay,
Okay.
so that is like a gift, that is a part of my personality.
Okay.
Our birth month,
Yeah.
okay, whatever is your birth month, that
Yeah.
is your learning in life, that is your karma. Okay,
Okay.
that is your learning in life. In fact,
Okay.
that's a topic, guys, we will do the next time. We are
Yeah.
going to understand what is our challenge this life, in this lifetime, what is our karma for this life. Okay, then we come to, then there are, of course, there are cycles, there are pinnacles that tell us the different time periods in our life. So
Yeah.
for example, some periods in your life are very good for work, some are very good where you for home and family life. So even if you're doing a great job or a very busy job, sometimes, like in my case, from a very active banking job, I started sitting at home and working from home because my numbers had changed.
Yeah.
So how the different time periods in our life change, this we come to know from our cycles and pinnacles. Okay. And then
Right.
very simply, what is this year for me is our personal year. Overall, how the year is for the universe is a universal year. Now, this is a lot to take in, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We can keep doing one topic, so you can keep understanding
Yeah.
different facets of numerology and how it
And
helps you to understand, yeah, how it helps you understand yourself better, how it understand helps you to use what you are born with better. If you want to read it as a whole chart, then it's best to go to a professional numerologist who will just add all the loose ends, all the permutation combination. There are many more calculations, and then they'll just help you optimize your life. So on this
right.
happy note, guys, I
Wonderful.
hope you understood what this wonderful year is going to bring for you. We have only 6 months left now, less than 6 months.
Half a numerologist, at least I can give some gyan here. We've done so many chats. Very informative as always. Thank you very, very much, Geeta. And I think that we will look forward to the next one as well, which is basically our month number.
Yes.
Uh, is that what you're saying? Okay. So then, guys, please stay tuned in. Also, please definitely stay tuned in. We have a very, very interesting subject coming up next Tuesday on how to make your will. And at this time of corona, I think people have also been panicking and trying to figure out their finances, things like that. So we'll give you a very, very simplified lowdown on the who, what, and how of making wills. So guys, please stay tuned in, stay tuned into the page. Please give us your feedback. Please let us know what you want to know about, and we will bring that to you. And thank you very much for being on the page. Thank you very much, Geeta, for always taking time out and sharing so much knowledge with us. And I will see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Stay safe, stay happy. Love you. Bye. Thank you.